everyone, I'm Sarah with the Hobby Lobby Creative Studio. Welcome to our Tie-Dye 101 series. Tie-dye is making a big comeback, so to keep you on point with this revived trend, I'm going to show you some fun tie-dyeing techniques that will make a big statement. We'll be working with clothing, accessories, and even home decor. But before you start any tie-dye project, take a couple of minutes and check out our tips and tricks video. It's packed full of great information to help you get the best results possible every time. So stay tuned to find out how to create this classic rainbow spiral t-shirt. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use an age-old tie-dyeing technique to make this really cool rainbow spiral t-shirt. So here are the supplies that you'll need. A white cotton t-shirt, squeeze bottle tie-dye in a variety of colors, rubber bands, protective gloves, plastic to cover your workspace and wrap your project, a cooling rack, and a roll of paper towels. Let's get started. So I've already pre-washed my fabric and I'll be working with it while it's still a little bit damp. Now set up your workspace with plastic, paper towels, and a cooling rack. Be sure your workspace, clothing, and hands are protected. Mix your dye according to the packaging directions and you're ready to go. To make a spiral pattern on a t-shirt, first lay your t-shirt out right side up on your workspace. You'll want to do this part on a clean, flat area of your table. Find the point on the shirt where you want the spiral to begin. It could be right in the middle or off to the side. It's up to you. Pinch that spot with your fingers and start to twist. With your other hand, smooth the rest of the shirt as you go, making sure the fabric folds up nice and even. You want to end up with sort of a cinnamon roll shape like this. Next, take a few rubber bands and place them evenly around the t-shirt to create wedges. Use 4 to 6 rubber bands depending on how large your shirt is or how much variety you want. To get the rainbow look, I'm going to use 6 colors of dye and will place 6 rubber bands around my shirt, creating 12 wedges. Now put your bundled shirt on top of the cooling rack and get ready for the fun part. Use the wedge shapes as your guide and begin adding your dye. To make a good rainbow spiral, there's a trick to the way you apply the dye. I'm going to first apply my pink, yellow, and blue dyes to the top side of the shirt. Start by adding pink to 3 consecutive wedges. Then, moving clockwise, skip a wedge. Apply yellow to the next 3 wedges, then skip another wedge. And finally, apply blue to 3 more wedges. There should be a white wedge between each of the 3 colors. Now that you have the first 3 colors on the front of your shirt, carefully flip it over on your cooling rack and we'll use the same method to dye the back side of the shirt using our orange, green, and purple dyes. We're going to start with the same wedge that was skipped between the pink and yellow on the front side. Apply orange dye to this wedge and to the wedge on both the left and right sides of this one. Then continue with your green and purple. By applying the dye this way, we are ensuring that the colors don't bleed and blend together too much, giving us that great, vibrant rainbow we're going for. You don't have to use too much dye, just make sure it is soaking through to the middle of your bundle. It's best to leave a little bit of the shirt white like you see here. When your fabric is saturated with dye, carefully wrap it in plastic and let it sit for 6 to 8 hours. Then, with the rubber bands still in place, rinse your shirt under running water until the water runs clear. Remove the rubber bands and wash it by itself in the washing machine on the hottest setting your fabric can take. So here's how our spiral t-shirt turned out. It creates a really cool effect, doesn't it? Well, there you have it. So now that you know all the basics, be sure and shop at your local Hobby Lobby store for more blank t-shirts, hats, scarves, aprons, and so much more. And be sure to check out our other tie-dye videos to see more unique effects that you can create with tie-dye. But we'll see you next time, everyone. Bye!